my name is Zach Champagne. I'm a lead teacher and math specialist here at the Discovery School. Today I'm excited to talk about a few of my favorite math games and math things you can do at home over the holidays or anytime we have a break or some time with kids, some great things that we can do. So the first game I want to talk about is a game called Tiny Polka Dot. Wonderful for kids ages 4 through 6 or 7, heavily focused on counting and adding, representing numbers in different ways. What's lovely about this game is the cards are really beautiful and they stand out, and there's a number of different variations of the game that you can play, from a traditional matching game to matching different representations of numbers to making 10, a really lovely game, Tiny Polka Dots. And if you've got older kids, like grades 3 through 5, maybe even some second years, this game called Prime Climb is a lovely game that looks at how numbers work, at some multiplication and division strategies. Love Prime Climb, also from the same folks who make Tiny Polka Dot. So the object of Prime Climb is to roll dice to get all the way to the number 101. And they do this by adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing to get there. Another great thing that you can do with your kids is puzzles. We love puzzles as mathematicians. We think about spatial reasoning and all the amazing things they can do when they're putting together puzzles. Two of my favorites, this one's called Tiling Turtles. You can find this one at talkingmathwithkids.com. These are really beautiful turtles, wood-shaped turtles that tessellate as they get bigger, and they can make lots of patterns with them. Another one is called Perpetual Puzzles. These also tessellate. They're beautiful as they get bigger and bigger, and there's lots of ways that they can think about and make these puzzles. So also thinking of geometry and other spatial reasoning, we love pattern blocks. Pattern blocks you can get from a number of school supply stores, but also Melissa and Doug, they carry versions of pattern blocks, but they're basically 6 different shapes: hexagons, rhombuses, trapezoids, triangles, and they fit together to make larger shapes, and they make beautiful patterns and beautiful things just from piecing together the different pieces of the pattern blocks together. And then finally, what will we be doing with math if we weren't talking about reading as well? Two of my favorite books for kids to be doing are the book How Many and the book Which One Doesn't Belong. They're both written by Christopher Danielson. You can get them from Stenhouse Publishers, or Amazon sells them as well. These books just have beautiful images where you ask kids questions like how many, and there's lots of different things that kids can count when they're looking at these pictures. And Which One Doesn't Belong, there's a series of images where there are 4 shapes, and kids have to talk about which one doesn't belong with the others. Much like the old Sesame Street game we used to play, one of these things is not like the other. But in this version, you can make a case for why any of these shapes don't belong with the others. 2 really, really special books I highly recommend for you and your kids. So again, thanks for joining us today. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more inspiring educational content.